So here I want to demonstrate the use of ITPA tool like Resolve to resolve a security incident. I've used a malware use case in this case. So now here I'm in Splunk, and I have an event which talks about a malware detection. So what I could do, I could pick my actions and I could go to resolve guided automation, where I would be taken to the resolve page, and that would enable me to accelerate the resolution of this malware incident. Now, we already have a playbook that have been defined, and so that playbook is getting executed in the background, and I'm here presented with the resolution dashboard. So if you look at this particular resolution dashboard, I get to see the incident creation, the cause behind the incident. I could go and now see in this particular case, the malware has been detected at the endpoint managed by Semantic. Okay, and Splunk found that there was some errors log by which it raised an alarm, and then Resolve, the ITPA tool, was able to read that particular alarm and raise an incident in ServiceNow. And now, as an as a security analyst, I am going through the process of resolving this particular incident. And so I have a choice to run some commands on the Splunk end to get some more details if need be. Okay, I won't execute it, but I can do that. I integrate with ServiceNow and I raise an incident in ServiceNow, and then I go down, and here Resolve is now interacting with third-party threat intelligence tools like Shodan or Virus Total or Alien Vault. So I could I could even see the score here. Look here, it has given me a score of 982 out of 92. So I could just do a right click here. I could open that in a different tab and see how it shows up in Virus Total or any of the other tools. Okay, I could go and do the same for Shodan or in Alien Vault. So here, Resolve as a security analyst, I don't tool is already done that particular interaction and given me the output, so I can almost see what the threat intelligence services are telling me. Now here, Resolve has interacted with the CMDB and found out that the CI is a critical asset. Okay, it has validated the criticality of the asset, and then it has updated the incident in the sense that it has set it to priority number one. So even if, and I've been asked this question multiple times, typically, a service desk agent would see the CI and he would determine the priority based on the CI. What happens if he does it wrong, right? But if you have it in a tool, then the tool does it for you, and of course, it doesn't make mistakes unless you programmed it the wrong way. I can go ahead. So the priority of the incident has been bumped up. So we need to go back and see this. It's 300 to 4. I should be able to see it here if I go to service now. Let me go to my incident. Okay, where was I? 324. Okay. Okay, there it is. So it has been raised to high now. Okay, it was not high earlier, it was a medium one to begin with. Okay, let me go back to where I was. Okay, so here I could still verify my antivirus file, the definition file, and everything seems good here. The virus scan showed something is bad. So at this point, what I'm presented with a question, what would you like to do? So I would like to reboot it and rerun the scan. I will have Resolve do that job in the background, and Resolve will do it and present the output to me. Now, at this point, I see that Resolve tried to run the job, but it still failed. The quarantine delete has failed, so we could not clear the malware. The malware is not cleaned. So this is where you have to have human guided and human interaction to resolve some of these complex scenarios. So is the malware clean? No, it's not. So the endpoint has to be rebuilt, and I would click on the next to take it to the next stage. But then if my endpoint has to be rebuilt, then of course it has to, we want the incident to be off from the security team, from the SOC. It has to go to the service desk. So I've defined that in my flow, and I would submit and ensure that the incident is assigned to the service desk team. Now, of course, I stop it at this. My playbook stops here, but I could really enhance this playbook to ensure that the incident is assigned to a service desk agent, or if need be, I can even raise a change request to ensure that the changes, it could be a standard change, it could be auto approved or anything like that, so that the ball is always rolling, and the ball is rolling towards an incident resolution. Okay, so if I go back to my incident, and it is still in the security team, but if I just go and refresh, let me just go and refresh this, and I should see that it is now assigned to the service desk team. Okay, so that was a brief demo of how uh, Splunk could see an alarm based on an endpoint having a malicious malware, and then as a security analyst, you were presented with a resolution dashboard, and that's all there here, resolution dashboard, and it took me through multiple interfaces of third-party intelligence tools. It showed me, it bumped up the severity of the CI in because of the interaction with CMDB, and ultimately it enabled me to make these choices. And ultimately, I had to assign the incident to a service desk. So that was a brief demo on um, using an ITPA tool to resolve a SOC related incident. Thank you.